The Batalik sector people in Ladakh played a significant role in the 1999 Kargil War between India and Pakistan. The Kargil War was a conflict that took place in the Kargil district of UT Ladakh, primarily along the Line of Control, LOC, which serves as the de facto border between the two countries. Batalik, located in the western part of Ladakh, was one of the key sectors where intense fighting occurred during the war. The Pakistani army had infiltrated into the Indian side of the LOC and occupied strategic heights in the Batalik sector, along with other areas in the Kargil region. The aim of the Pakistani forces was to cut off the vital Srinagar-Leh highway, which connects Ladakh with the rest of India. The Batalik sector was crucial because it provided direct access to the Leh region, the headquarters of the Indian Army's 14 Corps responsible for the defense of Ladakh. The rugged and mountainous terrain of the sector made it a challenging battleground, with steep slopes and high altitude posing difficulties for both sides. Indian forces launched a major offensive to evict the Pakistani intruders from the Batalik sector. The Indian Army deployed infantry, artillery, and air support to counter the Pakistani forces. The fighting in Batalik was fierce and involved close-quarter combat in treacherous mountainous terrain. The Indian Army eventually succeeded in recapturing key positions in the Batalik sector, forcing the Pakistani forces to retreat. The success in Batalik was crucial in turning the tide of the war in India's favor. The Indian Army's valor and determination, along with air superiority, played a significant role in regaining control of the sector. The Batalik sector holds a special place in the history of the Kargil War as it witnessed some of the most intense battles and heroic acts of valor by Indian soldiers. The sacrifices made by the soldiers in the Batalik sector, and other areas of Kargil, are remembered and honored as symbols of bravery and patriotism. Batalik sector villages people helped Indian Army in war. During the 1999 Kargil War, the local villages of Batalik sector played a crucial role in supporting the Indian Army's efforts. The villagers provided valuable information about the infiltrators and assisted the Indian Army in various ways. The people of Batalik sector, who had a deep understanding of the region's terrain and were familiar with their surroundings, acted as a vital source of intelligence for the Indian Army. They reported the movements and locations of the Pakistani infiltrators, helping the Indian forces in their planning and operations. Additionally, the villagers of Batalik sector actively participated in the war effort by offering their services as porters and guides. They helped transport essential supplies, ammunition, and equipment for the Indian Army, often braving hostile conditions and difficult terrains. The villagers' support and cooperation proved instrumental in identifying the Pakistani infiltrators and aiding the Indian Army in its operations to recapture the occupied positions. Their courage and assistance bolstered the morale of the Indian soldiers, who were engaged in fierce battles against the intruders. The contributions of the Batalik sector villagers, along with the efforts of the Indian Army, were pivotal in the eventual success of the Indian forces in reclaiming the Batalik sector and pushing back the Pakistani infiltrators. The people of Batalik sector demonstrated great patriotism and solidarity, standing shoulder to shoulder with the Indian Army in defending their homeland. Their active participation and support played a significant role in the outcome of the war and are remembered as an example of the indomitable spirit of the local population in times of crisis.